Welcome to the special coverage on Nile TV International. I'm Lubna Yahya, carrying you out through the few hours or so, and we're going to be putting the spotlight on the current developments, especially in the Strait of Hormuz, and the current developments in regards to the entire war generally. In this regard, we're going to be speaking to the international relations expert, Dr. Mohamad Ezaby. Good morning to you, Dr. Mohamad.
Good morning, Lubna.
I'm sure you've been keeping up with the current developments of the war. Yesterday, the Strait of Hormuz was open, and today it is closed. It's quite a confusing situation right now, and the war scene seems to be very unclear, as it has always been since the very beginning. What's your comment on the latest developments?
Well, I can say that Iran now is governed by two parties. The first party contains the foreign minister and the president, Abbas Araqi and Masoud Pezeshkian, and the other party is the Revolutionary Guard and Mujtaba Khamenei. Always the Revolutionary Guard word is the main word which will help. When Abbas Araqi announced that Hormuz Strait is opened, it means that he takes the permission from the Revolutionary Guard. But he didn't say that the United States will control the Iranian port, prevent any ship to reach to Iranian port.
Yes.
Then, when they see that United States is still prevent the ships to reach Iranian ports, so the Revolutionary Guard announces that they close Hormuz again and make tonight 3 attacks on Indian ships that carried petroleum from Iraq. One of them have the Indian flag. As I said before with you from today's and with Mr. Mohamad Abdurrahim, that the war will come back again. No way to stop this war without changing the government system in Iran. That is the condition which Benjamin Netanyahu put to end this war.
Dr. Mohamad, recently Trump basically said that Iran agreed to hand over its enriched uranium. How far is the truth in this statement, especially that Iran was very reluctant in the very beginning about giving up its nuclear program?
Well, Iran insisted to continue their nuclear program. We see what announced by Qalibaf. When they send some ones to make negotiations in Islamabad, they didn't put Abbas Araqi or Pezeshkian on beginning, but they put Qalibaf. Qalibaf, one of the main leaders of Revolutionary Guards,
yes,
and now he is the president of Iranian parliament. All the Revolutionary Guard insisted to continue nuclear project, and they didn't give the uranium to the United States, opposite to what said by Donald Trump when he said that we will take the uranium from Iran and Iran will give us it. So Iran insisted to continue their nuclear project. They accept only to stop this project for 5 years, but United States insisted to make it for 20 years, but the Revolutionary Guard didn't accept. So everything that United States said, Revolutionary Guard refused. So it is the reason that the war will come back again. And we will see attacks more hard, like the 40 days war before ceasefire.
Right. We're moving forward now in the second week of the ceasefire. Hopefully it would last, as the Pakistani mediators are doing their best so that the truce holds out. It's very fragile to begin with, but according to you, that there are two parties in Iran carrying out this current situation, and they don't seem to be agreeing on everything together. And accordingly, we are not going to be seeing a standing out ceasefire. In the current situation, with the Strait of Hormuz now closed because of the retaliation on the U.S. blockade, how are we close to actually, how close are we to reach a ceasefire that may be permanent, if that is even possible?
Well, from some hours, Donald Trump make a meeting with the War Assembly in the White House. Always to know what will the United States will do, we must follow the movement of their army. So United States up till now and before reclose Hormuz Strait, it's continue to send weapons, to send some ships that carry plans to the area, to another plane carriers, to the Arab Sea. So it means that the United States didn't want to stop the war. They need only sometimes to change the system of attack.
Is it the United States, Dr. Mohamad, is it the United States that doesn't want to stop the war, or is it actually Israel?
Yes, United States only to stop the Lebanon war. And there is a reason for this, that when Hezbollah and Iran send rockets, rockets to Israel, at the same time, it makes a great problem for air defense. Israeli air defense. The radars cannot detect rockets from two places at the same time, from east and north. So he wants only to stop Lebanon war, to give the chance to Israel to defend against the rockets of Iran, which will come when he returns back to the war. That's only. So I can say that the Lebanon war is really stopped and will not be back again. Even Israel makes strikes towards some of Hezbollah infrastructure, but we will not see the war like it was from 2 days. But Iran, when Donald Trump complete his readiness to attack, he will start to attack Iran again, make huge strikes towards Iran infrastructure, and he may use some weapons. We will see it as a new weapons or bomb that we'll use in the recent wars.
Yes,
I
right.
mean tactic nuclear bomb.
Dr. Mohamad, let's talk about these two narratives. The first narrative is that this war might be an economic war because the United States at the very beginning, right before this war, was actually, they took out Maduro, the Venezuelan president. They took him out and they controlled the Venezuelan oil. Moving forward, months later, they attacked Iran, and that is with Israel, of course. Now, the first narrative, it says that this happened because they want to disrupt the oil from reaching China. And of course, earlier last year, we've seen the U.S. tariffs taking over China, and it was quite a trade war at the beginning. Now, could this be right now, this war, this first narrative, that the United States is pushing this war to weaken China specifically, as China depends on the crude oil coming from the Middle East mainly right now? And the second narrative is that the United States and Israel are benefiting from this just to control the Iranian regime entirely, and then eventually make some type of regime change that can make them control the region a lot more. What's your comment on these two narratives?
Well, I also said what you say about preventing oil to reach China. The war is for Iran, and before is what happened in Venezuela, and what will happen in Argentina and Cuba next after Iran. Everything that Donald Trump done to make pressure on China to accept some deals and change their minds about Taiwan, especially that China insists that Taiwan is a Chinese part and they want to take it again, and the United States consider it as a crisis for the United States, especially that Taiwan have some manufacturing
yes.
parts that
it's
the United
only in
States
Taiwan.
use.
Yes.
So everything is happened is also to cut the Silk Road between China and the other world by attacking Iran. Always Donald Trump think in China as their real enemy and want to prevent oil from this, especially that China needs 11 billion and 200,000 barrels of oil every day. They take about 25% from Iran and about 10% from Venezuela and 10% from Argentina. So when he cut Iran and Venezuela and Argentina, he cut 45% of Chinese need of oil. It will make a great crisis for China manufacturing.
China is a very strategic country, and they do not make moves randomly. They do not make any kind of changes or statements without it being very strategic and very careful. When would China actually move forward in the case of it being truly threatened by the war and the lack of oil reaching its soils?
Yes, China up till now didn't face any problem in oil, especially. They have a lot of oil, always take some oil from Russia and from Iran by land border through other countries, especially that Iran have borders with 7 countries, and they can send oil through land border. So it is not a great problem for China, but it will appear as a very great problem after 9 months. They have oil that
last them up to 9 months.
For 9 months. And I think the war will not continue for the next 9 months. It will end before the end of next month, or mid of the next month.
Why do you say that, Dr. Mohamad? How can you estimate that the war might end before the end of next month?
Okay, Donald Trump can't face the problem that the European countries will make for him, especially that European countries depends on Hormuz Strait to take their needs of oil, and if the war continue for a long time, it will make a great problem between European countries and the United States, and the European countries will make a pressure on Donald Trump to stop this war.
But Donald Trump doesn't seem to care about the European Union, especially after he asked them to help him out to fix the blockade on the strait, and they refused to be part of the war. Donald Trump might not care entirely about what the European countries want, especially that the United States does not depend on the Strait of Hormuz for oil.
The Strait of Hormuz was opened before the war began. The Hormuz Strait closed after United States and Israel
Yes.
attacked Iran. We saw what Meloni said to Donald Trump, and what Pedro Sanchez said to Donald Trump, and what the Prime Minister of Britain said. So it's a very hard words that said to Donald Trump, you are the one who closed Hormuz, and you are the one must open it. So many European countries will make a great pressure on Donald Trump to end this war so fast. So that's why I say that Donald Trump will make a new weapon, especially he may use a nuclear, tactic nuclear bomb on Iran to end it, especially if Israel faces many rockets like hypersonic rockets, and make some to destroy some infrastructure in Israel. So Donald Trump will not wait to destroy everything in Israel.
But if you suggest that,
so fast.
if you suggest, Dr. Mohamad, if you suggest that Donald Trump is going to eventually use a nuclear bomb on Iran, he in fact said that he was going to take Iran back to the Stone Age a couple of weeks back, or 10 days ago, and then he changed his mind as usual. So going for the nuclear bomb solution doesn't seem to be the way to end the war. It actually sends the entire world into chaos, because if the United States uses a nuclear bomb, Lord knows what could happen with China, with Taiwan, and every country would just move quite.
I said tactic nuclear bomb. It's a very small kind of nuclear bomb that make a specific destruction in a small area, not a bomb which is shoot Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Everything is developed, and now they made a kind of bomb that have a small place effect when they shoot it. I think that Donald Trump will use it to make a threat for the government system in Iraq and to end the war. Especially, he will send soldiers, and he will invade the United Arab Emirates island that occupied by Iran. Also, he will give Abu Musa and Tanab, the both islands of Tanab, to Iran, to United Arab Emirates. It's one of the main aims of this war, to return back the islands to United Arab Emirates.
Right, Dr. Mohamad Ezaby, the international relations experts. Thank you very much for your